Title IX is an educational amendment of 1972. This amendment protects people from discrimination based on sex in education programs and activities that receive any type of federal assistance. Access to higher education, athletics under Title IX, career education, education for pregnant and parenting students, employment, learning environment, math and science, sexual harassment, standardized testing, and technology. However, this documentary will only cover education for pregnant and parenting students, athletics under Title IX, and sexual harassment.
Did you do Miss Anderson's homework?
No.
You guys did hear about the Asian girl in English class? She's pregnant.
No way.
For real.
Joy?
Yeah.
No. Oh my god, Lillian Heights is so good today.
I know.
Isn't that that girl?
Is she the pregnant one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. Wait.
Oh my god, you're right.
Her stomach.
It was who Chris was talking about.
Yeah. She's the
I guess the rumors were true. He wasn't lying.
I mean, just look at her stomach. It's so big.
Yeah, I thought it was just rumors, but she really is pregnant.
You guys don't even know what happened, so stop assuming. Besides, I'm trying to study.
Actually, the whole school knows what happened, so just admit it.
Why are you even studying? You should just drop out.
If I was her, I would die.
Bye. Drop out. See you never.
Come in.
I'm dropping out.
What? Why?
Because everyone keeps spreading rumors about me that aren't even true. And whenever I'm trying to study, someone keeps bothering me about my pregnancy. And plus, everyone keeps telling me that I have to drop out.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. Students always spread rumors. You're just gonna have to ignore it.
Are you serious? There's no alternative programs that this school has to help pregnant and parenting teens? I'm out of this school.
Title IX has prevented discrimination against pregnant and parenting students. An example of the type of discrimination faced by pregnant students is that some schools make it mandatory for a pregnant student to be in a separate program from the rest of the school. Now, Title IX prevents this kind of activity from occurring anymore. Also, students are no longer penalized for absences related to their pregnancy. The main goal of Title IX in regards to pregnant and parenting students is not only to end discrimination, but also to decrease the alarming rate at which these students are dropping out of their high schools. 1/3 of teen girls and boys who drop out of high school say that pregnancy or parenthood was a main reason. Only 40% of teen moms finish high school, and less than 2% of teen mothers finish college by age 30. About 1/3 of young women who had been teen mothers earned neither a diploma nor a GED, compared with only 6% of young women who had not had a teen birth. It is mandated by the government through the passage of this act that all federally funded schools must abide by the rules set forth in Title IX. Title IX has paved the way for the Pregnant and Parenting Students Access to Education Act, which is currently being proposed. If it is passed, it provides additional programs and support services to pregnant and parenting students. One example of a program established in high schools that help prevent and parenting students is known as TAP, or Teenage Pregnancy and Parenting Program. The La Vista High School Teenage Pregnancy and Parenting Program provides educational, social, health, and medical support services to the pregnant and parenting students in the Fullerton Joint Union High School District in California. It is designed to provide necessary support services based upon individual needs to prevent and parenting students and quality childcare and development services to their children.
Would you guys try out for the boys basketball team if there were no such thing as a girls basketball team?
Yeah,
Why?
because there should be an equal opportunity for each sport, and me and Jazmin love basketball, so yeah.
Do you think there's equality with boys and girls basketball?
Yes, I think there's equality in terms of the amount of teams and opportunities that boys and girls get to play basketball. I do think there's equality, especially in Las Vegas.
What about if it were to be somewhere else?
It depends. Every city's a little bit different, and also that's influenced by the amount of colleges and professional teams in the area. So other major cities might be a little bit different because they do have maybe an NBA team or WNBA team. So those cities may provide more opportunities. If there's more colleges, that might provide more opportunities for girls as well.
Okay. And do you think guys get more scholarships when playing basketball?
You know what, I'm not sure. It seems that way because they're always with the guys. It seems to be more publicized that they earned a basketball scholarship or even an athletic scholarship. With girls, it's not as publicized as much. So it seems on the surface that they do, but there's an equal number of men's college basketball teams and women's college basketball teams. So the number is probably actually about the same.
In 1972, when Title IX was first passed, only 1 out of 25 girls played high school sports. Now, 1 in 3 play high school sports. Under Title IX, separate teams for girls and boys must be provided, otherwise students of both sexes are allowed to try out for the same team. As well, equal opportunity must be provided for both sexes in the educational institution in terms of competitive training facilities, equipment and supplies, facilities for practice and games, medical and training services, coaching and academic tutoring, travel allowances, housing and dining, facilities, and publicity. However, men's scholarships are more publicized. Women are still receiving less athletic scholarships. Today, many schools have 1.3 million fewer chances of girls' sports to boys' sports. However, Title IX continues to make progress, creating more equality. Just this year, Clark County reacted to a 2010 complaint of closing a gap between boys and girls teams. They tried to close the gap by adding girl varsity flag football. This can be seen as a stepstone for women's sports in CCSD, with many talks of a girls lacrosse team next year. Nonetheless, we have Title IX to thank.
Hey girl, how you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
I have a party later. You want to YOLO with me? Just swag it out.
Did you say YOLO?
Do you not understand my swag?
I'm good, thank you.
Come on, you change your mind later. You change your mind later.
No, I'm
You change your
good.
mind later.
I'm good.
Change your mind.
I'm good. Can you not touch me, please? Okay, I gotta go. Oh my god. Seriously? Dude, Mike keeps sending me all these weird texts. It's really scaring me.
Like, what did he say?
Like, he was like, oh my god, let's hang out later. And it was so nice sitting next to you. It's really starting to scare me. He even touched me the other day. He was like, hey, how are you? I don't, like, appreciate that. It feels
I'm gonna
really
back
weird.
off.
I need to.
Title IX of the Educational Amendment of 1972 prohibits sex-based discrimination in educational institutions. Schools that receive funding from the federal government must abide by the Title IX guidelines. One of the major things Title IX covers is sexual harassment. Through the nation, 8 out of 10 students experience some type of sexual harassment throughout their years in school. Certain types of conduct can be considered sexual harassment. Quid pro quo harassment includes the usage of sexual advances or favors by a school employee to develop or retreat a student's performance in an educational program or activity. Whether the student accepts or refuses to accept such advances, the act remains illegal. Hostile environment sexual harassment includes the sexually harassing demeanor of an employee or another student. Unwelcome or unwanted demeanors such as sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, or any other verbal or nonverbal sexual acts can make a student's educational environment hostile. Under Title IX, schools are required to have grievance procedures in which students can file a sex discrimination complaint regarding to sexual harassment. Schools must also have a Title IX coordinator that follows the school compliance with Title IX. The coordinator is in charge of overseeing complaints regarding sex discrimination. Since Title IX has been established, the Supreme Court has given schools the responsibility to avert and address sexual harassment against students through school-wide awareness. Today, 30 years after Title IX's enactment, more women are going to college and more women are on college faculties. A report to be released later this year by the American Council on Education shows that in 2001, women were presidents at 22% of the nation's approximately 3,800 colleges and universities. That's up from 19% in 1999 and 19.5% in 1986.